happy aura, a calm space in a loud world. Slow down, breathe deep, and enjoy wisdom. Let the noise fade. Just for a while, feel your breath, entering, leaving, a tide that carries you. We begin here, with stillness, with quiet courage, because the line we carry today, the line that will hold us upright when storms bend our backs, comes from a voice long gone, a voice that spoke not just to win applause, but to whisper into eternity. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, let the words fall into you, slowly, like rain through leaves. Each syllable is a seed, waiting for soil. There is a moment, and you have felt it before, when eyes turn toward you, some narrow with suspicion, some question with a tilt of the head, some burn with open disbelief. They doubt, and doubt is heavy. It presses against your ribs. It steals sleep. It makes the mirror unfamiliar. But pause. Ask yourself, what is doubt but a shadow? It is not a chain. It is not a cage. It is air around you, shifting, uncertain, but never the core of you. Inside, deeper, there is a still point. That is trust. To trust yourself when doubt surrounds is to remember that the compass lives within, that your pulse knows its rhythm, your steps know their ground, your story knows its truth. Trust does not shout. It rarely screams for attention. It is quieter. It hums beneath the noise. Steady, calm, unshaken. Think of the ocean floor. Above, waves crash. Storms rage. Winds howl. But at the depth, there is silence. The floor does not rise to meet the storm. It holds, unmoved. That is what it means to trust yourself, not arrogance, not blind certainty, but a steady return to the deep floor of your being. You know when you are aligned. The body tells you. The breath eases. The mind softens. A quiet yes blooms inside your chest. That is trust, your ocean floor. But the line continues. It does not stop at self-belief, but make allowance for their doubting too. What does this mean? Why make room for the doubters? Because life is not made in mirrors alone. We live with others. We share paths. We share air. We share the tangled web of being human. And their doubt is also their story. It carries their fears, their wounds, their limitations. To make allowance is not to agree. It is to understand, to see that their doubt is not always an attack, but often a reflection of themselves. One carries caution. One carries jealousy. One carries pain. Another carries love disguised as worry. Allowance means space. Space for their humanity. Space for their imperfection. Space for their shadow without letting it drown your light. This is balance. This is wisdom. Trusting yourself while allowing for others is a dance. Imagine standing in a circle. In the center, your fire. Around you, people come and go. Some cheer, some question, some doubt, some turn away. But your fire stays lit. You do not hand them the match. You do not blow it out at their command. simply allow them to pass. Some may warm their hands, some may fear the flames, some may wish it extinguished, but the fire burns, steady, alive. This is the art of living, to burn, to glow, to trust your flame, while knowing others have their own night to walk. Remember times in history, times in your own memory, when someone stood firm. Think of the artist, laughed at for their visions, until the world caught up to their colors. Think of the scientist, mocked for theories, until discoveries bent the universe to their truth. Think of the child who believed in their dream, despite adults shaking their heads. The stage, the canvas, the book, all born from trust in a self others could not yet see. And think of yourself, moments where you knew deeply what you had to do, the choice, the paths, the word unsaid, the leap taken, and you were right, even if the world doubted, even if the echoes took years to return. That is the strength hidden in this line. But hear this also, to allow their doubt is compassion. It is to see that the world is not cruel for sport, but cautious for survival. People doubt because they are afraid to risk. They doubt because they fear the mirror of your courage. They doubt because hope feels dangerous and disappointment feels unbearable. And so, make allowance, not surrender, not silence, but patience. A flower does not open faster because someone taps its petals. It opens in its own time. So too will the doubters learn, perhaps years later, that your trust was not arrogance, but necessary truth. And in that moment, they may bow or smile or whisper, "You were right." But even if they never do, you will know, and knowing is enough. Now, how to live this teaching, how to trust yourself, yet make allowance for doubt. Breathe. That is the first step, because the body remembers what the mind forgets. When doubt surrounds you, place your hand on your chest. Feel the rhythm. This beat is yours. It is not borrowed. It is not granted by their approval. It is given by life itself. Then listen. Ask yourself softly, what do I know to be true? Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now. Trust that answer. It may be small, it may be quiet, but it is yours. And when the doubters come, as they always will, hear them. Do not close your ears, for even in their doubt, there may be a shard of wisdom, a caution worth noting, a truth worth shaping. But let their doubt be like a breeze. Notice it, feel it, and let it pass through. You remain the ocean floor, the steady fire. See yourself walking a mountain path. The valley below holds voices. Some call warnings, some call laughter, some call doubt. You hear them all, but your feet keep climbing. You know the peak is waiting. You know the air will be clear. You know the horizon will open wide. Trust is each step upward. Allowance is the gentle nod to those whose voices rise from below. You do not stop. You do not descend, but you smile at their sound, understanding they speak. from where they stand, and you keep climbing. Trust is not loud. It does not need banners. It does not need to crush doubt into silence. It is gentle. It is patient. It is unshaken, like a tree that bends with wind, but never loses root, like a star that shines, though clouds move across the night. That is the strength you carry, a quiet strength, a strength without cruelty, a strength that does not fear doubt, but welcomes it as part of the sky. So now, let us breathe together. Inhale, feel the air filling you. Exhale, release the noise of others. Again, inhale, trust, exhale, allowance. Carry this rhythm, trust, allowance, trust, allowance. Let it move with your steps tomorrow. Let it guide your speech, your choices, your silences. When you face the doubt of others, say inwardly, I trust, I allow, and move on, one step, then another. As we return from this meditation, hold the line once more in your heart. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. It is not simply advice. It is survival. It is wisdom. It is peace. You will be doubted. You will be questioned. But your trust is a seed that grows regardless. And their doubt, it is the weather around it, sometimes harsh, sometimes soft, but never the root. Carry this knowing. Carry it gently. Carry it with grace. Trust yourself. Allow others, and walk steady.